Geek Out! Pinky's up. Time for another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
This week we're going to be talking about Port of Earth by Zack, Kaplan, and Andrea Mutti. Out in comic book stores everywhere through Image Comics and Top Cow Entertainment on Wednesday, November 8th. Jake, what do you think of the book?
Our boy Zack.
Our boy Zack.
He is doing it. It was weird not reading Eclipse. But man, I remember him talking about this very basic kind of premise of it, and what a cool take on alien invasion, I guess. I mean,
it's not quite invasion.
It's not invasion.
It's like
but
neo-colonialism.
Yeah. I guess if you're a fan of kind of like the alien invasion stuff, it's like I said, you kind of get that, but it's not that. But yeah, very very smart of way of tackling that and dealing with I guess the consequences of doing business with aliens.
Yeah, Zack, when we spoke to him, he said if you think about it, when foreign cultures meet, their first inclination hopefully isn't to fight, it's to trade.
Yeah, I mean that's something. I mean, most alien movies go one way or the other.
Yeah.
And I don't think of any alien movies that do this.
Yeah, the premise for those of you who don't know, so aliens come to Earth and they're not looking to necessarily invade, they're not looking to grant us technology like super technology a la First Contact. They are looking or just the movie Contact. They're looking to open a port. They're looking to basically use Earth as kind of a way station. And it follows these two law enforcement officials that are tasked with dealing with aliens that stray from the port into the general human populace. That's where Port of Earth.
That's what we got
opens.
so far.
Yeah, man, and of course you got Andrea Mutti, who does Rebels, who did Rebels over at Dark Horse, that Revolutionary War book. He proves that he can do a hell of a lot more than just period pieces.
Yeah.
Because the aliens in here, they kind of have almost like a kind of a mix between like Hitchhiker's Guide and almost Cthulhu-esque at times.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Designs, and I think I really dig it. There's a lot of grit to this book, even though it's science fiction. It's still very much rooted in grounded in realism.
Indeed.
What did you think of Mr. Mutti's art?
It reminded me a little bit, maybe it was kind of the more square-jawed and obviously the more futuristic sci-fi thing, but it reminded me a little bit of Carlos Esquerra, the co-creator of Judge Dredd, who I love. I love his art, and it just, that was kind of what popped out first. But also, again, when they do have the shots of the city or kind of a attack, so to speak, it doesn't go for the generic sci-fi tropes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And again, that very kind of lived-in, messy feel to it, and you get to see a lot of ships early on, and a
lot of variety too, because it's not just one alien.
No,
species.
It's not. Again, it's a whole other universe, galaxies worth of aliens.
Also, the talking heads, a la Dark Knight Returns.
Yes, the talking heads, absolutely.
Yeah, kind of establishes how the rest of the world is kind of reacting to this. Mm-hmm. Which I honestly I feel like that trope has not been worn out. I do think he uses it to great effect here.
Sure, yeah.
And I can't say that for every comic we've read, and we read a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think readers are in for one hell of a ride. We've got Zack Kaplan doing science fiction from kind of a law enforcement standpoint again, but it's at the same time it's completely different than Eclipse. So I'm really excited to see where the story goes next. And again, Port of Earth debuts in comic book stores everywhere on Wednesday, November 8th. This has been another Geek Out Book Club. I'm Sam.
I'm Jake.
Keep reading. This has been another Geek Out production. If you enjoyed what you heard, hey, we've got a special episode every Friday. Of course, there's the usual catching up show every Wednesday. And you get book club episodes just about every Tuesday these days. Thanks for listening.